Take this story on Perth Now's rival website, Fairfax Media's WA Today.
Missing Lynx effect sparks litigation.
The makers of Lynx deodorant are being sued by an Indian man who claims he used their products for 7 years but failed to attract the opposite sex.
Does that story smell a bit fishy to you? Well, it didn't to the mainstream media. It popped up all over the place, including the website of the very serious-minded Australian.
After 7 unlucky years, man sues.
It ran in newspapers and radio shows around the country, and on Channel 9's Today, Carl and Lisa went for it big time. It gave them an excuse to show Lynx's silly ads.
Chicka bow wow wow, chicka wow wow, chicka bow chicka bow chicka wow wow.
We've improved all the fragrances. New acts now with added.
Now, we're not big fans of that fragrance, but hey, it's working.
It's a good ad.
A good ad, but what about the story? The online reports all quoted one source.
I used it for 7 years, but no girl came to me, he told the Daily Record.
And if you clicked on the link, there indeed was the story on
dailyrecord.co.uk.
Best for Scottish news and sport.
Scottish news? You think one of those Australian journalists who happily sourced an Indian story to a Glasgow-based newspaper might have thought to look a tiny bit further. Plenty of our viewers did, and this is what they found.
Unable to attract even a single girl, frustrated man sues Axe.
Now, Axe is the brand name that Unilever uses for Lynx in India. The story was
reported by Pagal Patrakar on October 19th, 2009.
And the Indian website that carried it is called
Faking News,
which in its About Us section helpfully tells us
Faking News is a website that has news content with no reliable sources. We simply fake news to attract your attention, and we are honest about admitting it.
We contacted Faking News, where a reporter called Rahul Roshan told us that he had invented the deodorant story.
I use a pseudonym Pagal Patrakar to write news, which is a Hindi word meaning crazy journalist.
Well, perhaps there aren't many Hindi speakers in the newsroom of Glasgow's Daily Record. But the point is, Mr. Roshan had no intention of fooling the media. In fact, when his amusing bit of satire started popping up all over the world as a true story, Faking News wrote to Unilever in India and put out this press release.
When a funny work of fiction made real news.
Faking News also appeals to the website owners and blog authors to double-check the source of any content before they decide to duplicate it on their platforms.
Good advice that professional journalists shouldn't need to be given. Fairfax Digital's head honcho told MediaWatch,
"We don't like to see that kind of rubbish on our sites. We will tighten our hoax-proof fence."
We got no response from News Limited, but it's they more than anyone who should be looking at their hoax-proof fence. After all, arguably the two biggest journalistic blunders of the year, one of which cost them a heap of money.
Pauline, we're sorry. They weren't you.
And the other, the fury of the Prime Minister.
Revealed.
Email that could topple a government.
Were both the work of hoaxers. And in both, News Limited let its hunger for the big story affect the quality of its editorial judgment and its reporting.